You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. It's Subby on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Promises to Keep. So let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, we're up and let's go. Ollie's path. That's right, this is Ollie's path. Okay. Hey, sorry for waking you up. I hear the sharp spike of Artemis's voice on the other line and Ollie's brow furrows. No, it's not me this time, Artie. It's Leo. A huge branch crashed through the window of the den during the night. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm sitting with Leo now. You can come up and meet us in the kitchen if you want. Yes, I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, see you in a minute. Ollie hangs up and turns to me. Thanks for letting me call him up. I'm gonna be honest, I'm real nervous about telling Theo. But Artie always knows what to say. I'm sure between the two of us we can work this out nicely. From out in the living room, we hear the sound of hurried footsteps, and then Artemis appears in the kitchen doorway. Here, sorry I took so long. That was literally like 15 seconds, but whatever. Ignoring you. Hey, Leo, you alright? Artemis walks over to the two of us, looking me up and down worriedly. You were in the room when it happened, right? I'm okay. I can definitely help out whoever you need me to. My thin words ring hollow, and Artemis starts shaking his head before I can even finish my sentence. No, I don't think so. Totally unnecessary. You deserve a break after all this shit. Ollie nods in approval. Agreed. Unbidden, I feel a sharp spike of relief tinged with bitter guilt. I feel bad, but... Don't. No reason to. Theo and I can handle it. Yep, and besides... Ollie stops in the middle of his sentence. Wait, what about me? It's freezing in there, Ollie, and there's glass all over the floor, too. Artemis unknowingly echoes Ollie's words from earlier, even his tone is the same. In a different instance, I would laugh at their similarity. I do it all myself, but it's Theo's house, and he'd have a fit if he found out if I kept it a secret. And why exactly do you have to do it all yourself? I'm capable of helping, you know. I know that, Ollie, but it's just... The bird scrambles for a few moments, looking for the right response. You are helping by keeping Leo company. Artemis looks at me with a sort of help-me-out-here expression. My head starts to throb again. Artemis, don't put pressure on Leo. It doesn't make any sense to... sorry, you two. Hold up. Sorry, you two. I hold up one paw to interrupt, massaging my temples with the other. Can we not do this now? My head hurts. Both Ollie and Artemis immediately drop their gazes, eyes full of remorse. Sorry. Look, how about this? Ollie, you stay and keep me company. Artemis, you wake up Hunter and Rofi along with Theo. Both Ollie and Artemis put a claw to their face in a humorously similar thinking pose. That's a very good compromise. Yeah, gonna have to agree with you there. Honestly, having the other two boys on your side will probably help with wrangling Theo. Artemis nods slowly. Probably. I expect he'll be plenty upset. Yeah, definitely. But you know you can call me for support if you need. Yeah, I know that, Ollie. Thanks. These cuties. Oh my god, I just want to snuggle all of them. The bird turns to me and stuffs his talons in his pockets. We're gonna take care of things, I promise. And the first thing I'm going to do is get all your stuff out of that room so it doesn't get wrecked by the snow. If I were you, I would try to get some sleep. We'll see about that. I'm not sure I'll ever sleep again. Leo, did you want to maybe come up to my room? So we'll be out of the way? That sounds like a good plan to me. Artemis chirps, a slight twinkle in his eye. Sure, it's nice and comfy up there. Great. We all have our marching orders. 1, 2, 3, break. Ollie and I break off at the door to his room, waving one last time to Artemis before ducking inside. The room is as cozy as I remember, illuminated only by the bedside lamp and the soft RGB highlights on Ollie's PC. Please, make yourself comfortable, wherever you'd like to sit. My eyes keep drifting to the fluffy-looking pillows on the warm, soft bed. Take the bed if you want. We don't have to hang out or anything. You're totally free to just sleep until morning. I curl against the headboard, adjusting the pillows underneath my shoulders and back. We'll see what happens, I guess. Ollie turns the computer chair around and settles into it, one leg up on the cushion, one foot on the floor. I love this little room. My room back home is honestly too big, and I don't use even half the space. And I love being right next to the heat. Ollie pats the gently humming radiator next to the desk. But let me know if it's too hot for you, and I'll see what I can do. It's fine, Ollie. Please don't worry. No sooner do the words escape my lips than his face creases with worry once more. Are you feeling a bit better now? Now that you're out of your room? Yeah, a little. Uh-oh. I know I already said this, but it was honestly a pretty scary sight. Ollie's voice once again takes on that distant, detached quality, like someone else is speaking through him. Walking into a blast of cold wind, seeing the broken window, the branch, and you curled up on the mattress like that. Your arms were clenched so tightly, it looked like you were trying to hold yourself together. I thought you were hurt. I thought it hit you on the way in, or you'd gotten struck by falling glass, or... As he speaks, his voice steadily shrinks, until it's barely a whisper. I was frightened. And it seemed like you were too. Maybe not frightened, but something similar. Yeah, something similar. Did something else happen? Besides the window, I mean. You don't have to tell me, but if it's something I can help with, I'd like to. God, why are you so cute? Cute Dino. I'm gonna fucking rub that head crest. Look at this. How do I even begin to explain? How can I? And what could he possibly do to help? Even if there's nothing I can actively do for you, sometimes just talking about it is all you need. 1 second, I'll clear my nose real quick. Ollie chirps softly as if reading my thoughts. My voice cracks and I swallow laboriously. I had a nightmare. I see. Do you want to tell me about it? No. No. I'm sorry, but no. That's fine. But if you ever change your mind, I'm here for you. Thank you, Ollie. Seriously. Of course. He pulls the phone out of his pocket, but doesn't unlock it. He just spins it between his claws. For a long moment he hesitates, but then the words begin to spill out of him in a flood. I hope it wasn't too rough or insistent with you earlier. I tried my best to give you options and let you have your space, and... You're amazing, Ollie. You gave me exactly what I needed. I'm glad. I mean, I just treated you the way I wish people would treat me. I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but the way you looked at me when I first came in, I wound up in a tight ball, shaking, your eyes shining up at me from between your claws. I recognized that look immediately, or at least I think I did. Honestly, it's how I feel a lot of the time. And when I get that way, I feel like... Ollie's eyes flick around the room, and he begins to scratch his feathered crest nervously. Everyone just starts to freak out, and they just start making more and more noise, which is the last fucking thing I need in that situation. People always act like I'm spaced out or about to faint or something, and they try to shake me awake. And the problem is that I'm too awake, too aware. And every single noise, every single shake, every atom of their body in contact with every atom of mine, I feel it all so sharply. And I know I did freak out a little at first when I saw you, and I'm so sorry about that, but... Once I realized you were awake and unhurt, I figured you might want to just sit for a minute. Remember how his claws stopped an inch from my body, how he adjusted himself, drawing back but staying close. Wait for things to feel normal again. Yes. He relaxes visibly at the sound of my voice. So, I did the right thing? Yes. And you'd tell me if I didn't, right? Yes, I would. Okay, good. He understands. I guess that isn't really a surprise. Ollie always seems to understand. Oh! The dino snaps a claw, interrupting the static in my brain. You said your head hurt earlier, right? He immediately jumps off his chair and starts rummaging in one of his bags. I can see his big tail sliding gently across the floor, back and forth as he searches. Here! He holds out a small plastic bottle. Let's take ibuprofen together. I snort out an ugly laugh, something resembling a smile spreading across my face. I grab the bottle from him with a grateful nod. I've got some cans of seltzer up here if you want something to take it with, too. What do you mean, if? Don't tell me you dry swallow pills. That's so bad for you. Okay, I won't tell you I dry swallow pills, because that would be bad. Anyway, let me just find those cans. Ollie jumps up again to do another search. I find my eyes lingering on his feathered crest. The way it shifts as he moves, the way it catches the dim light of the room. Here you go. It's pomegranate flavored. I hope that's okay. Obviously, you can have the whole thing if you want. Thank you. Thanks, Ollie. I popped 2 pills and washed them down quickly, setting the remainder of the can on the bedside table. Fun fact, my family used to call it spicy water, so I have to try really hard to remember that nobody else knows what that means. Wait, I love that. Right? We had lots of weird names for stuff. We had so many I can't even think of most of them. It was like we had our own dialect. Ollie opens another can of spicy water and pops 2 pills as well, looking pointedly at me the whole time. See? I'm doing what I'm supposed to. There's a novelty. And the Dino giggles, pulling both legs up onto the chair cushion. Yep, you know me, always breaking the rules. I'm just so impulsive and rebellious, I can't help myself. God, I can't say that with a straight face. I literally can't even jaywalk without feeling bad. Okay, well, jaywalking's not a crime. It is, in fact, cool and normal. Until you get hit by a truck. Nope, if a truck tried to hit me, I would simply dodge roll. Anyway, to be brutally honest, if I got hit by a truck, that would solve a lot of my financial problems. Ollie lets loose another fit of giggles, covering his mouth entirely with a claw. When this is all over, let's go get hit by a truck together. Absolutely. I mean, you can do that. You can just drink vodka. It'll have about the same effect. As soon as the roads open up again. Alright, gotta get ready for my parents. Y'all having a nice big day out. Alright, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!